Hello, everyone. You're watching Around the Globe. I'm Charles Bassett.
And I'm Madeline Littrell. We released third quarter earnings on Wednesday. AT&T's adjusted earnings per share have grown 16 cents, and our revenue is also up $6 billion compared to this time last year, primarily due to the addition of Warner Media. As for AT&T Communications, mobility grew wireless revenues more than 5% on a comparable basis, with strong year-over-year improvement in both postpaid and prepaid phone net adds. We also added 49,000 DirecTV Now subscribers as we focus on improving profits for the service.
So what does this all mean? AT&T Communications Chief Financial Officer Dan Thate is here with us to tell us about it. Dan,
Morning.
Thanks so much for joining us.
I'm looking forward to it.
Now, Dan, you have talked about to succeed, all AT&T Communications business units must focus on growth. Now, did we do that in 3Q?
It's a great question. Before I jump in there, if you don't mind, I just want to thank all the employees for everything they've done all year long, and including in this third quarter. What they do day in and day out is transforming the company to help us get us to a point where we're actually growing. Now, to the great question,
yes,
we absolutely saw growth. Madeline, you mentioned it. Wireless growing, our mobility business, over 5%. And down below that, our service revenues growing over 2%. That hasn't happened in years. And the bottom line of mobility is growing as well. That is extremely exciting. And it's what the team predicted would happen. And it happened when they thought it was going to happen. I think that just bodes well for their other predictions of other growth that's going to come to the business. Broadband's another one. I just use that as a tease because I think broadband's one that they're saying will grow in the near term. And hopefully that happens. So good stuff in the third quarter on growth.
Well, thank you so much for thanking employees, because I know we've all been focusing on operating at a lower cost structure. So how have we been doing that in 3Q, and how have the numbers shown that?
Oh, it's another great quarter. I think I've mentioned to you all before, just there's no better organization than this organization in innovating to lower its cost structure. And a couple examples, Technology and Operations Group, they have just consistently knocked it out of the ballpark the last 4 or 5 years. This whole year, and they did again in the third quarter. For the quarter, year over year, they were down nearly 10% in their cost structure. They're innovating, using big data, using artificial intelligence, and just smart deployments to achieve that. Digital retail and care is another one. They were down over 7% year over year in their cost structure. Same thing, innovation. So I couldn't be more pleased with where the cost structure went in the third quarter.
We're at the end of the year. What 3 things should we focus on? Because we do want to finish strong for 4Q.
Yeah, I'm probably going to sound like a broken record on this one, but I think it's appropriate. Grow, grow, grow. We have so much momentum that we saw in the third quarter with that mobility business. We have to continue that going through the fourth quarter. The team knows it will, but we have to stay focused on that, celebrate it, and keep pushing that momentum of growth. Broadband, I mentioned to you before. Let's get that growing in the fourth quarter. Cost structure will never go away from us. As given where we are in our markets and the products that we sell, we're always going to have to be the best in class from a cost structure. So don't lose focus on that. And the third one, a little bit different coming from the finance person, is just teamwork. The amount of teamwork that has gone into getting us to growth and where we are here as we sit going into the fourth quarter has been amazing this year. Focus on that teamwork and keep emphasizing that teamwork. It can only make us better.
Well, thank you so much.
A lot of great information. Dan, thanks for joining us and helping us all understand earnings a little bit better.
Great, thank you.
You can find more about our third quarter earnings in news links.
It was indeed a busy third quarter for us. We launched Believe Chicago. Our new employee-led way of doing business focuses on meeting specific local needs for people living in 19 of Chicago's neighborhoods most prone to gun violence. Plus, many of you worked tirelessly after 2 major hurricanes hit the U.S. You kept customers, FirstNet subscribers, and public safety agencies connected after Hurricanes Florence and Michael. Several AT&T Communications leaders were on the ground in Florida and North Carolina last week, checking on employees and customers. They also took a look at progress being made in both areas. ATO President Jeff McElfresh and digital retail and care leader Rashish Patel says the spirit of family stood out most, noting how many employees stepped up to help their friends and neighbors.
And the team is not just a local team. It's not just a network team. It's not just a retail team or a FirstNet team. There are members from all over the AT&T family that have come here. And I would say everybody that I met that has been volunteering here and serving the customers and the citizens have all asked me to tell all of AT&T, thank you for your support.
it's always a difficult thing to see, right? When you're driving through the communities, it makes it very real for you to have empathy for what the community has gone through. But then when you see our ground operation and virtually all other retail is closed, and you have our doors that are open to the community, and the customers are so appreciative.
You can hear more about our colleagues' on-the-ground efforts in news links.
Can we count you in on this year's Employee Pledge campaign?
It runs from now until November 30th.
You can pledge to support up to 7 valid 501c3 organizations. Look them up on our Together website, available in news links. And it's simple, just pick the ones you want. Well, thanks for watching Around the Globe.
Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you back here next Thursday.